I've got a song that you know I think you would like because it's your style. It's called "The Fucking You Get for the Fucking You Got."
That sound like Frank, uh, what's his name? He's dead now.
Frank Zappa.
Yeah, that sound like a Frank Zappa. Come on, he's actually one of my favorite artists.
Mm,
I'd like to hear that. Why don't you let me hear it?
I will. I'll send it to you.
I'm serious.
No, because I listen, Jerry. I love all the Jerry Williams era shit. I love the Swamp Dogg shit. You know, like you have. So, if you had stopped making music in 1970, you know, you would still have a whole, you know, collection of great songs, a whole
Yeah,
legacy. But then in 1970, around 1970, something happened with you, and you just became like you flowered into this whole new artist, Swamp Dogg. Can
hmm
you, for the people watching, uh, a lot of people been sending me questions to ask you, why did Swamp Dogg come about? Like you were having a career, and then all of a sudden you made this hard left turn and became this alter ego Swamp Dogg. Why?
uh, mainly because I needed an alter ego. Um, Somewhere I had gotten lost um, in my, I ain't gonna say personality, but I got lost to the point that I didn't really know who I was. I had a lot of things going.
Mm-hmm.
I had hit records, had good family,
Mm-hmm.
um, and had gotten over into, not far into it, but far enough into the $1 million mark.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was doing all these other blues records and so forth for people.
Mm-hmm.
And I got hung up not knowing who I was. I thought I thought hit records would make my life different to the point that when if I walked in that room you're in now,
Mm-hmm.
you would genuflect,
Mm-hmm.
you
I'm
know,
reflecting now.
you know. But I'm just show you how stupid it was. It
Mm-hmm.
was like I'd buy things like I know I went out in '73, bought a brand new Eldorado
Mm-hmm.
that night, drove it home, and told my wife to take me to the airport. She said, "Where you going?" I said, "I'm going back out to California." And I kept a place out here all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't make sense. Why did I go buy this brand new fucking, and it was one of them gangster, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and then leave town? I wasn't saying it. The car did not do for me what I thought the car was going to do for me.
Mm-hmm.
It did it on the showroom floor,
Yeah.
but once they rolled that motherfucker out into the street, it didn't mean shit to me. I
So
forget.
you needed a change. You felt like a change needed to happen, and you needed to change your name.
Uh, yeah, I changed my name, and here again, I was listening to other people, not my wife, of course, but other people. Why you change your name to Swamp Dog? Why you want to call yourself a Swamp Dog? Why you? And my wife said, "Look, why don't you go on and patent it and copyright it?"
Smart.
I didn't do it.
Mm.
I said, "Ain't nobody else want to be called Dog." Next thing I know, motherfuckers walking down the street. Hey,
Hey,
dog, what it
dog.
is? They, talking to each other. I mean, they, hey, man, it was, I don't know. Plus Swamp Dog had um, had the fire that I needed to approach people. because I would very easily tell a record company exec to kiss my ass,
Mm-hmm.
but I wouldn't. But Jerry Williams wouldn't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jerry Williams was still a little scaredy cat.
So the name gave you freedom and it gave you, courage in a way that you didn't have
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
Because you
and
come out with this fucking, total destruction of your mind. It was like a giant leap forward from the music you were making. It was like it's like you went to another planet and came back, and the music just, it's like, where the hell did that come from?
right.
Sitting on a cornflake, riding on a roller skate. You're in for some heavy, heavy shit when you hear that.
uh, but uh, but we, I there's a line in there that really doesn't mean much until the last couple of years.
Okay.
Uh, they found out how to tax the grass. Now watch them get the law passed. Now I was saying that in the '60s.
You were goddamn right.
Yeah, I said all you got to do is make sure that Uncle Sam can get a nice slice, you know, and he would turn his back and let you do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And all my albums, I always try to put a good time thing in there,
Mm-hmm.
a kind of a love song.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't want to just do you like, okay, he was my buddy, but um, what's his name? The poet, the revolution will not be televised.
Oh, Gil Scott Heron.
Yeah, yeah. See, Gil hit you and wouldn't let you up. You know, I didn't want to do that.
You mixed it up.
Yeah,
You'd have Wife Sitter, and then you'd have a love song,
yeah, exactly.
and then you'd have a country song.
Right.
And that's what I love about your records. They're never boring. It's like you don't know what the fuck's coming next.
I know it, but it's not the type of, I didn't make the type of records that you could put on and pour your woman a glass of wine, and y'all kick back in the dark. Um, my songs, my albums won't allow that. Some of the songs will allow it, but I don't continue long enough for it to really have any real uh, impact on what you're there to do, which is
Mhm.
be romantic.
Yeah, but then you come around with a song like "God Bless America" for what?
Yeah,
Okay, on the Rat On album. And
yeah,
it's funny because you look at the cover of that record, and let's just be honest, Jerry, like you think it's a joke, okay? And in a way it is a joke, but then you come at us with "God Bless America" for what, which is such a deep, heavy, real song.
right.
You mind if I take a second and read the first line of the song real quick?
No,
I,
please.
I want people to know about this song. Oh Lord, is this the land of the free? And can someone please explain this word called equality? It's the time for everyone to come to this country's aid and help repair the mess of this land that we've all made. Where'd that song come from? I feel like it was written 2 minutes ago.
That's how I felt. That's how I felt. And I just had I guess I thought I could still speak up, but I found I couldn't, but I still did. But what it did, it killed me. I'll give an example. Now, they threw me off of Electra Records
Why?
because of that song, God Bless America for what?
Mm.
They threw me off. And if you ever look back during the '70s, they only had one black at a time.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Okay, so they got rid of this uh, the Harlem Street Choir to put Swamp Dogg in. You
And then
know,
they got rid of you to put somebody else.
but that's all right. Shit, it's their company. You know, that's the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, um, if I want something else done, I just have to do it myself.
God Bless America for What is such a brave song.
Yeah.
It's a brave song. You paid the price for writing that song.
Oh yeah.
And you know, the thing is, like I said, when you're a trailblazer, you know, you take risks in your music, you take risks in your performances. You know, you pay the price so other people can come up behind you and make the money and have success. But it's been difficult for you to get the appreciation that you deserve. But part of the reason I wanted you on this show is so that we could have a lot of people, you know, see this, be interested in your catalog, so that when you get out on the road next year, I hope they're all going to come see you.
Yeah.
And you know, I
Yeah.
hope we get 10 more Swamp Dogg records. I really do.
Hey man, one of the things, one of the songs that I do, Synthetic World,
Yeah, Synthetic World.
every time I go to Amsterdam,
Mm-hmm.
Rotterdam, any of those dams, that record comes on the chart like it number 10.
Sure.
I mean, in 1 week.
Mhm.
Let's say I'm gonna be there a week. Fucking record comes on the chart and stays like 3 weeks. The week before I get there, the week after I get there, and the week after I left. And people love it.
Mm-hmm.
They love it. And it's and I'm not a hell of a performer, but I do things on stage.
Mm-hmm.
I get people involved.
You do. I've seen, like, and the songs are so goddamn good that if you just stood there and sang the songs, that would be enough. But you don't.
People, they thought in Trinidad, they thought I wrote "Got to Get a Message to You."
Oh, the Bee
They
Gees.
told me, they said, some white boys got your record out. I said, I wish that was true, but it's not. It's yeah, I like that. I like that song. Like I said, I cut songs that I write that I'm crazy about,
Yeah.
or songs that I wish I had written
Mm-hmm.
and I'm crazy about.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, Jerry, I could talk to you for like 5 more hours, and I hope we could get you back on the show next year.
No problem.
But I just want to congratulate you on Sorry You Couldn't Make It. I hope it gets the recognition that it deserves, because this is some heavy shit that you made. You're still a trailblazer. You're at the Ryman Auditorium, which still, you know, Nashville's still having the issues
Mhm.
that it had back in the 60s and 70s when that wall was up there for you.
Right.
So I just want to thank you for your great work, your humor, your brilliant songwriting, the singing, the production, the arrangements. Write a book. Give me that book. I want that Swamp Dogg book.
You know, I've tried writing it about 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't get far. I might get about 30, 35 pages, but I'll be 79 in July.
Oh, man.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Listen, keep in touch, my pal. It was a pleasure talking to you, Jerry.
Likewise, man.